Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being part of our program. We appreciate it. Here we are together again on the radio. There is nothing I hate more than a chick who thinks she's all that. You know the type. Women who think they are good looking for their age or better looking than other women. Hot, hot, hot. We all can't wait to see them naked. We all can't wait to get our hands on them. Some chicks just simply aren't as hot as they think they are. You ever known a woman like that? I mean, certainly we know all the fat women who go around wearing these designer outfits with rolls of fat hanging out. They think they're all that. Ever notice those chicks spend the most money on their nails? They've always got the acrylic nails. Like those chicks in the audience at, Jerry Springer or one of those shows. They get the big acrylic nails, and they spend forever on their hair and makeup, thinking it will distract you from the fact they've got a big fat ass. You know what I'm talking about. You girls who all think you're all that. I mean, you all need a reality check, every one of you. Every one of you. All you girls who are large and in charge, you know who you are. And I'm always amazed. I mean, every time I think I've seen everything, along comes another chick who thinks she's all that and thinks we're like sitting here waiting to see her, in this case, see her naked, okay? I mean, this blows me away. What I'm about to read you, it blows me away. I'm going to read this to you, and you're going to be knocked out, boys. Knocked out. It's going to blow you away. And by the way, are there chicks we'd like to see naked? Sure there are. Like those pictures that apparently are of that Vita Guerra, who you always see in, like, Maxim. She's got an incredible ass, but has never posed naked. Except apparently for her own cell phone. Somebody hacked her cell phone and posted pictures that are purportedly of her. And she's even better looking naked than she is slightly clothed. She's unbelievable. What a body that girl has. Unbelievable. I'd love to see her do a spread in a magazine with nothing on. Hell, I'd like her to do a spread right in front of me. If I could dive right in. My hands on that ass. Tell you what. Unbelievable. Just about every chick in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, you'd like to see them all take it off. Take everything off. I'd say that's a safe bet. I would say a lot of the chicks who appear in Maxim or FHM, you'd like to see them completely naked. They don't want to appear completely naked, which is why they appear in Maxim and FHM. But you'd like to see them? Sure you would. Most of them. Then there are some chicks you haven't seen naked, and you really don't care. You really don't care. Well, here's a story. This is from the London newspaper, The Sun. Chicks were all that. This is just amazing to me. Listen to this story. Listen to this. Desperate Housewives star Teri Hatcher, who passed her expiration date some years ago. Doesn't say that in The Sun. I added that in. Said that she would pose topless for Playboy for $10 million. It was recently reported that her co-stars Nicolette Sheridan, Eva Longoria, Marcia Cross, and Felicity Huffman turned down the offer for all of them to strip for the men's magazine. But Teri admits the offer would be too tempting. She told Jay Leno, here's what she said to Jay Leno, I didn't hear that offer, she said, because if I had, I'd be in Playboy. I mean, really, everyone has a price, and $10 million is mine, so I've put it out there. She said, my cleavage you get for free. I mean, it's not much further. Now, Teri, dear, first of all, let me just say this. For those of you who want to see Teri Hatcher naked, There are naked pictures of her all over the internet. You don't have to have Playboy take these pictures because they're already out there. And they were from an era when when her breasts were in a little better shape than they probably are now. And can I tell you something? I think this was about 15 years ago, these pictures. Her breasts were a little saggy back then. I've seen them. I saw them on the internet. Naked pictures of her taken from, like stills of a movie. You know, they do that on some of those websites like MrSkin.com. You know, they take like frozen shots of various celebrities and post them when there's nudity. And there's Teri Hatcher. And her slightly droopy breasts. I mean, come on, Teri. Who you kidding? I mean, first of all, does anybody get even $1 million to pose for Playboy? Much less $10 million? You got to be kidding. Hugh Hefner, we know Hef. I mean, do not even consider offering her $10 million for that. I mean, most guys I know think that, with the exception of Eva Longoria, all those chicks on Desperate Housewives are over the hill anyway. They've all passed their expiration dates, each and every one of them. And by the way, it has to be that way. Do you know why it has to be that way? Because women are the target audience. If you had 4 really hot chicks on there, if they all looked like Eva Longoria, let me tell you something. Women wouldn't watch. You have to have women who are over the hill. That's what women like. They're very comfortable. It's just the way for men. When they put Ron Jeremy in a porn movie, you know, you feel completely comfortable watching him bang chick after chick. You don't feel jealous, or you don't feel... The guy looks like you want a guy to look at a porn movie. You know, out of shape. You know, just looks like a regular guy. I know Ron. He is a regular guy. Come on! So that's what they do on a show like Desperate Housewives. You have to have these chicks that are, over the hill, past their expiration date. Maybe they had good years ago or something, but at this point, they're up there. That's the deal. It's like we've talked about on the show before. Ask a man and ask a woman to write down the list of the 10 hottest women. Men will write down, Eva Longoria, Penelope Cruz, Salma Hayek, Halle Berry. Women will always put down names like Meg Ryan. She looks so good for her age. Like it's all wishful thinking on the part of women. They put women down that are either not threatening or women whose better days are behind them. That's what they'll put down. Meg Ryan. One guy who sits there with a picture of Meg Ryan and spanks a salami? Come on. And when we talk about people who are hot, these are people you can take your boxer shorts down around your ankles and spend an evening at home alone with them. In a magazine, on a website, whatever. Meg Ryan's not one of them. Women always say, Meg Ryan, Michelle Pfeiffer, right? You know that list? Sharon Stone. Everybody who's over the hill. And the reason is because women hope they will look good when they are over the hill. And these are the best examples of hope for the future. That's like guys who are excited that Julio Franco, 47-year-old second baseman for the Atlanta Braves, he's still playing. Because they haven't tried out for a ball team yet, but there's still time. And it's the same thing with women who talk about all the hottest. Oh yeah, Gina Lollobrigida. Have you seen her recently? God, 75, and she's a grandmother, and she's still hot. Women say things like this. Guys don't say things like this. Guys start the countdown clock on every underage girl, and every underage celebrity. Remember they did it for the Olsen twins and Lindsay Lohan, Guys are marking time. Britney Spears, remember when Britney Spears was hot and everybody wanted her? Those were the days. Everybody was counting down until she was legal. Guys go in the other direction. We like them as young as possible. And then they got a couple of bumps in their shirt. That's it, we're in. But women have these lists of over-the-hill actresses. That's what it is. Look, they may be great actresses at this point in time, but they are physically, beyond their sell dates. That sell-by date they have in the Cracker Jack box? That's, what I'm talking about. Once these chicks have sat on the shelf long enough, they've expired. It's time to rotate the stock. So can you believe that? Teri Hatcher Oh, yeah, she'll pose in Playboy. Just give her $10 million. What do you think of women like that? Women who think they're all that, when in reality they're not even half that.
Tom Leykis.
Come on.
1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
How are you today?
Do you care?
Yes, I do, because I don't want you to rip me a new one because I don't agree with you on what you say.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Tim. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Tom?
Not much, Tim.
I was wondering, you kind of touched on it there, the fat chicks. I was wondering if you had any insight on that because, I see them out there with their guts hanging out and whatnot. Like, I just don't really understand where their logic is behind it. More or less, they're just, this is me, this is what I got.
They watch these TV shows, and people like that Star Jones, who I really detest, and I think she's a big part of it. And all these other daytime TV shows featuring fat, mostly black women, and they see all of these magazine articles and women saying, well, I know I'm pleasingly plump, but I deserve to have designer clothes too. And so now you've got all these stores who are making it easier and easier for women to get fatter and fatter. One disincentive for women to get fat was that if you get fat, all you have is to get a moo-moo at Lane Bryant, and you couldn't get anything else. And now, clothing manufacturers are making it easier for women to just keep eating their way to the top.
Basically, just self-esteem's just gotten out of control.
Well, there's all these articles reinforcing women's self-esteem about being fat. All these fat organizations telling women we're fit but fat, but fit but fat. And we're proud of being fat, and we need fat acceptance. And there are women who just, of course they want to believe it's okay to be fat.
Yeah, it just aggravates me to be out there and you see them, I can't even begin to understand, the logic, and, starting to warm up, so, they're going to start coming out, shedding those layers, taking off those sweaters.
Oh, no doubt about it.
It's going to be brutal.
When that roll of fat comes over the belt buckle, that is not a good look. I don't know where the ladies got this idea. And you see it you're seeing it more and more now. These chicks wearing, tube tops.
Yep. They go out I notice they go out in packs. There'll be one good friend just surrounded by the fat ones.
That's true.
Yeah.
See, they call them tube tops. I'm going to call them tub tops from now on.
It's like amplifying the
You can see that big tub of lard sticking out in the front. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. All right, thanks for letting me get on there, Tom.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Brian on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom. First
Hello,
time,
Brian.
long time.
Thank you.
Really quick, I just was telling Dino that I had an ex-girlfriend who put on 60 friggin' pounds over the course of 3 years, called herself fat and sassy. I called her ass fat and single. Dumped her, married now, very happy with being married. My wife gives more of a crap about how she looks than I do. God bless her soul. And I just want to say, too, that every time you mention Star Jones, I throw up in my mouth a little bit. So stop doing that, man.
Yeah,
you're killing me.
I know. Just having a look at her and what she represents. There was a time when a woman looked like that she couldn't get on TV. Those were the days.
Appalling. I mean, imagine what her shocks feel like every time she sits that fat ass in her car. Poor shocks. I feel for him. Tom, blow me up.
Here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Jennifer on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Jennifer.
How are ya?
Do you care?
Actually, I do. It's a long time, first time.
Thank you.
So, this whole Teri Hatcher thing, I definitely, absolutely agree with you that she's past her point. But I think that maybe that was her point in saying, hey, I'll do it for $10 million, because I think she agrees. Anybody who's willing to give her $10 million has got to be crazy.
I don't know. I didn't see it in context on Jay Leno.
I didn't see it, but from the way it sounds, seriously, I think that she might be thinking that. I don't think she thinks she's all that. She knows she was a has-been.
Well, she was a has-been as an actress, but there are many has-been actresses who still look good.
Yeah, that's true. She does look good with clothes on. I'd be kind of scared to see her with clothes on.
Yeah, but have you ever seen those naked pictures of her on the Internet?
No. I'm kind of with you on the older women thing. And oh, God, Sarah Jones, man, you do. You talk about her a lot.
Because I really object to her being on television. I object to it.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the old standards.
Did you see her dress at the Oscars? Oh, my God.
Yes,
I did.
That
roll hanging out, like the bra roll thing happening. I don't think that's very appealing either.
Yeah, no, she had that back fat.
I mean, I've got good self-esteem and all, but that's just...
Isn't that great when you've got your bra strap hanging out and then it's like strapped down over this fat and the fat pushes up around the bra strap? That's a great look. Yeah, and now on top of that, by the way, did you notice, I saw her on the Oscar pre-show on E, and she was wearing Payless shoes. That's classy. There you are around all the Oscar de la Renta dresses and all the Donna Karan and all that. There she is wearing Payless shoes. Great.
And she's complaining that she can't get designer clothes. I wonder why.
Yeah, well, because you wear plastic shoes all the time. That's why.
Exactly. All right, cool.
Believe me, after a few years of doing ads for Payless, I think the next step is to do ads for Dr. Scholl's. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, absolutely. I don't even know how wide her wide feet fit in them. I don't.
I'll bet she even has fat feet. Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind.
She does. You know she
everything
does.
about her is fat.
Absolutely. She's, oh, God. There's some women out there who are curvy and not bad looking. Like Queen Latifah is not bad looking. But, damn, Star Jones is just, like, above and beyond. And she does think she's all that. And that's, like,
Did you say Queen Latifah?
Huh?
Did you say Queen Latifah?
Oh, that's not nice. She does look better than she did.
There's a compliment. Queen Latifah. She does look better than she did.
She does. She does look better than she did.
But you know what you say about her? It's that old cliche, she has such a pretty face.
Oh, yeah.
The sentence that you never...
At least she doesn't have bra fat. She doesn't have that. That's
we've never seen a bra straps, hook into her back. I have no idea what that would look like.
Oh.
But you know what? That's a sentence people never finish. She has such a pretty face. If only she didn't have such a big. If only she didn't have such a big fat ass.
I guess for guys who like that.
You know, those hot chicks. Hot chicks. They never say that about. You ever hear somebody talk about Salma Hayek? She has such a pretty face.
Gosh, she does though.
Whoever says it, but no one ever says it. Everyone's looking below her neck.
She was just in a movie with Pierce Brosnan where she's running around half naked through the whole movie, and I swear, oh my God, like my man and I just had mad sex from that.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen the new Paris Hilton commercial for Carl's Jr.?
Carl's Jr.? Yes.
The car?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, that one gets me every time, too.
Of course, that would be sexier if I hadn't seen the porn video of her on the Internet where she looked completely bored.
I know, I'm lucky I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I mean, you would not be turned on at all by Paris Hilton if you could see the lame performance she appeared to be giving in bed, looking like she was dazed or bored
I think
not
it's
into
different that she's being paid for it. I think she's definitely more of a prostitute than into it for the fun.
Yeah. Yeah, you might be right about that. But Teri Hatcher, already seen her naked. No, not 10 million, not 5 million, not 2 million. Come on.
Yeah, no way.
I
wouldn't buy
on,
that
Teri.
Playboy.
Leave them on.
Well,
exactly.
Thanks, Tom. Have a great
Thank
day.
you, Jennifer. I appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Let's say hello here to Josh on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm okay, Josh.
Hey, I do have to disagree with you a little bit on the Teri Hatcher thing. The reason is, have you seen the movie that those clips are taken from?
No, just the clips.
It's from Heaven's Prisoners. It's some, crap movie. The reason why I disagree with you is because those things are sagging even more than slightly. They're about downward belt. I mean, I saw it in person. I mean, the movie's from, like 96 or something, but it's gross. I thought she was pretty attractive because that's, somewhere near her prime. And, I was, 15, 16 at the time, and I thought she was going to be hot and she was going to be naked in the movie, and I saw it, and Oh.
Yeah, those breasts, they did not have it together.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way. Yeah, remember the her line on Seinfeld? Oh, they're definitely real.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're spectacular.
You know what they look like? They look like those helium balloons that
Yeah.
once they start losing air and the helium starts dissipating.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Fall.
There are women who look great when they've got a bra on, and then they take the bra off, and it just everything falls out.
They call it the wonder
comes
bra.
cascading.
You wonder what they look like once they get it off. Well, hey, thanks, Tom. You want to take me out with a bong rip?
Here you go, Josh. Teri on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Yeah, Tom, what's up?
Not much.
Answer me this question. Why is it that all the real women in real life are getting fatter and fatter, and all the women in Hollywood are getting skinnier and skinnier? Have you seen pictures of Lindsay Lohan lately?
Oh, I know.
She's a stick figure.
I know.
She's completely lost all of her good parts, and now you're just left with this Callista Flockhart knockoff.
Oh, yeah. By the way, whatever happened to Callista Flockhart? There's a name I haven't heard in a while.
she's like I think she's a toothpick.
Another one that women thought was another one that women put on that hot list along with Meg Ryan. Oh yeah, Callista Flockhart. Not a single guy I know would ever say she was hot. Ever.
No. Harrison Ford included. It's like I don't even know how that happened. It's like you can pick any woman that you want. Harrison Ford can, and you pick Callista Flockhart. How dare you? Like for men everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
How dare you?
He dropped the ball for all of us.
But the Lindsay Lohan thing is seriously disturbing. Like I saw pictures of her, and that really bugged me.
Yeah.
To see her. Have you seen her lately on?
Oh yeah. How can you not see her? She's everywhere.
Those pictures of she's just emaciated.
Yeah, I know.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
Disgrace.
What a waste, for God's sake. Anyway, thanks a lot for the call. I appreciate it.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
What would you say to a man that did have a female friend?
I'd say you're a pussy.
The Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show. Reminding that Boys Night Out is coming. It's coming like a freight train, baby. Live on stage, the world premiere of Boys Night Out, Friday, June 17th at 8 p.m. at the Wiltern Theater. I'm the producer of this event. Bobby Slayton will be our headliner. I'll be your MC. We're going to say things we could never say on the radio. If you like this show and shows like it, you're going to love Boys Night Out because nobody can stop us. We're going to say anything I can't say here. Bobby's going to say things he could never say here. And we're leaving the chicks at home, boys. It's guys only. Guys only. And it's Father's Day weekend, so, hey, don't bring your girl, okay? Bring your dad if you have to. Bring your son. Bring the guys at the office, the guys at this fraternity house. Bring your buddies. But do not bring chicks. By the way, just to make sure you don't bring chicks, most of the ticket prices exceed what you would be recommended to spend on a date anyway. So anyone who brings a chick spent too much on a date. This is for you and the boys. Boys Night Out. Call Ticketmaster 213-480-3232. That's 213-480-3232. Or go to Ticketmaster.com. It's Boys Night Out. Teri Hatcher says she'd love to pose nude for Playboy if they'll just give her $10 million. Are you kidding me? 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Paul on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Yeah, my wife, she weighs like 85 pounds, about 5'3". And she says that no clothes will fit her when she goes into the department stores. So, believe it or not, she wants to gain weight.
Are you kidding? All she has to do is go to the junior section or go to a store like Hot Topic or something. She'll find clothes that fit.
Well, the thing is I told her if she gains weight, then we're going to get a divorce.
How'd she react to that?
Well, you know, she takes it in stride, but once in a while she'll ask me if I would still love her if she gains weight, and I always tell her no.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm telling you, you have to think about preserving the marriage,
That's right. This is what I always say. This is the package I bought.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, when I married her, she weighed about 80 pounds. She weighs about 85. She gained it in like 4 months. But we got married 4 years ago, and she hasn't gone up at all since then. I thought a snowball effect was coming, but everything worked out.
Yeah.
And, I've always told her to keep it the way it is. I mean, a straight man, we don't really care what type of clothes or women are wearing. We care more about the pounds they're keeping off more than the clothes that they're putting on, right?
I think you're absolutely right about that. Thank you for the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Linda on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
I was trying to get information on why is it a deal about women's being fat.
Why it's a deal about women's being fat?
Yeah.
Well, it's a big deal because guys don't find it attractive, dear.
Well, why does it matter what guys find attractive? They don't exist for guys. They exist for themselves.
Well, that's my whole point. They're going to be by themselves if they look like that.
Well, maybe that's...
So I hope they're happy.
To be by themselves, but...
Yeah, because hot chicks are never alone. Hot chicks have all the guys they want.
What about you bald-headed guys walking around with your flat behinds and no hair on your head? I mean, you still want love and you get love.
All I do is put a few $100 bills on my head and I look great.
Everybody deserves to be loved. Fat or...
No, everybody does not deserve anything, okay? And fat people certainly don't deserve to be lusted after. And most people don't.
Well, there's plenty of fat people get lusted after.
Dear, trust me when I tell you, fat people are there for poor guys who can't afford thin women.
Well, when you talk about Star Jones, she isn't poor, so obviously she doesn't need a guy.
Well, that's right, and it's a good thing because no man would pay her bills. It's a good thing she has a career.
Oh, well, that's a wonderful thing, but there's plenty of women that don't need men to pay.
No man would pay her the bills of a Star Jones. Are you kidding me? She had to get a law degree. She had to become an attorney. She had to get on television because no man would pay for that.
Well, it's not about you men. That's the problem.
Well, that's fine. Again, those of you who want to be fat and alone, that's perfectly okay with me. Enjoy it, sweetie.
I am not a fat person. You must have been shocked at one point somewhere in your life looking at a fat person why you feel that it's a big deal.
Shocked?
Is that something that somebody you know and love got fat and it hurt your feelings? So
not at all.
By it?
Not at all, because when they get fat, it's time to go.
And when you get bald and fat, it's time to go.
Again, you know what's never empty. You know what? My wallet. My wallet is always full, and therefore there will always be beautiful women by my side.
You pick up prostitutes off the street, right?
No, I never pay. No. Women want to be near money. They want to be near success. They want to live off my fumes.
Oh, God bless you. Off of your fumes. God bless you.
That's right. They just want to get close to money, power, and fame, dear.
When it's all
That's what women want.
When it's all said and done.
That's why Mick Jagger is still out there at 62 impregnating 27-year-old Brazilian models, because that's what it's all about. When you got money, power, and fame, you can get whatever you want.
I forgot that this is a talk show, but that's real rude for you to be.
You forgot this is a talk show? What did you think you were talking of?
I forgot this was a talk show. It's really sad that you're offended by fat women when men walk around bald and dead-built.
Well, I don't really care about what men do because I'm not attracted to men in any case, even hot men. I don't really care what men do.
Well, most fat women don't care about what men think either.
Well, clearly, that's why they're fat.
That's why
they're fat, because they don't care. And then but the thing is that you say they don't care, then they wonder why they don't get love. Then they wonder why they don't have a boyfriend. Then they wonder why they're their Aunt Jennifer, who goes over and visits her nieces and nephews because she'll never have it. Because no guy will ever knock her up.
If they worry about that, then they wouldn't be as comfortable as they are. Self-esteem, they have great self-esteem. That's why
they have great self-esteem, and it's unjustified, of course, but they do have great self-esteem. I agree with you there.
Unjustified to who?
Anybody who's that fat and feels good about themselves has a problem.
Oh, really? That's so sad.
Of course.
That's sad that you would say that.
Why would anyone feel good about being fat?
Well, that's like somebody walking around with a handicap. I mean, if they would walk around and
they probably have self-esteem problems, too.
No, I don't think that's a self-esteem problem. That's a person with great self-esteem.
A person with great self-esteem?
Because they don't really care about people like you being concerned about...
Oh, I agree with you that they have high self-esteem, but they should have low self-esteem. Because if they knew how little men like them, then they would... If they could actually get a man to speak honestly the way I do and say how much we don't like that...
Aren't you? And thank God that they're not. Because God created us all equal, whether you think so or not.
Isn't it amazing? God creates people fatter in America than in any other country. Isn't that amazing?
I would agree with that.
I mean, God doesn't make fat people. God makes people. I'm an atheist. I don't even believe that. But you know what I'm saying. If there's a God, he makes people. And people make themselves fat.
I don't think so.
Let me tell you, most people make themselves fat. That 1 or 2% of a thyroid problem, fine. I'll give them a break. I'll cut them some slack. But the other 98% who can't stop eating and eating and eating, tough luck.
That's the country that we live in.
Tough luck.
Everything is excessive in this country.
Well, you know what? When I've got money, I don't have to be with a fat woman.
Well, that's wonderful. I hope the skinny woman that you're with that enjoys your stupidity.
Oh, my stupidity is what puts dinner on the table. And she can't eat it because I don't want her getting fat.
She's not independent enough to put food on the table for herself, right?
No, that's my point. The independent women are the fat women, the fugly women, the women who will never, ever get a man to pay their bills.
I cannot believe I'm talking to you. Are we on the air?
That's who the independent women are.
Are we on the air?
Oh, did you want to be on the air? Hold on a second. I'll get Tom. It's the Tom Leykis Show. Let's say hello to Linda. Hello.
Yes.
Can I help you?
Okay, we did a bunch of talking. We weren't on the air. We were talking about...
Well, you didn't tell me you wanted to be on the air. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were debating. We were debating. That's why I called.
Oh.
To hear, for other people to hear the debate that we were having about you being totally empty-headed about women being fat.
Did I say that I was empty-headed?
I said you were.
Oh, you said I was.
Yeah, because that's nonsense that you're talking about.
Well, how could you say that?
And I didn't know you was an atheist. That makes all the sense in the world for you to make comments like that.
You think so?
Yeah,
why would an atheist believe that more than other people?
I understand that. I didn't realize that when we started the conversation until you brought it to my attention that you are an atheist, so that means...
I am an atheist. That's right.
I know this now.
What difference does that make? You think that Christian guys and Jewish guys, they like fat chicks? Don't kid yourself.
They wouldn't.
Because they're not attractive to look at. Because when a woman takes off her clothes and she has rolls of fat with drips of sweat coming out from the fat rolls,
so gross.
That is not a good look. That does not arouse most men.
What you just described, and basically...
That's why we're not attracted to fat women, because that's what you get.
Basically, oh, really?
That's right.
Well, like I said before, evidently someone that you know and love must be fat in order for them to...
Nobody I love is fat. The people I love are not fat, especially women.
In your family that you truly love turns you off so bad that you would be...
It has nothing to do with my family. Dear.
So gross and so ugly.
No. What is gross and ugly are fat women taking their tops off.
Tom Leykis. Woof. Tom Leykis. Woof. 800-5800. Tom.